Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. It's that time of the year again. Summer is approaching. It's going to be time for the GR-led DCS World Community Airshow CAS 2021. So, to fill in a bit of history, we led a free entry for all non-profit airshow in 2018. You can see the video that we compiled from it here. 2018 we had 8 displays, which are you guys. And the airshow had nearly 78,000 views, which was great. We then missed out 2019. Unfortunately, I had a nasty spot of illness, but we came back with a vengeance on 2020. During this, we had 12 of your valued viewer displays, which were really top notch. Some really big teams started to turn up. And we had over 200,000 views of that airshow. It's now time for CAS 2021. Now, I'm personally getting a little bit busy, and so Eric is going to take over and do most of the organisation. Say hello, Eric.
Hello, Cap. Yeah, so I can stay away when we talk show business. So
all about the show business. As you hopefully remember, Eric did the IFF International Film Festival 2021 with us, which was a massive success, and now he's coming back and handling our air show. So this video that you're watching now is to show you how to enter the air show. 2 things we're going to look at. One is the mission file, which is in the mission editor here that we're going to send you guys to use. 2 is the submission rules and regulations document. We're not going to go through all of it. It's a lot to read and you will get very bored very quickly, but I will link to it in the video description and you guys can read that there. You must adhere to all of these rules and regulation, otherwise none of this will work. So the first thing to say, Eric, is that we will, again, linked in the video description that you're watching now, supply a MIS file for DCS World 2.7, and Open Beta is what we used, though you can use non-Open Beta if you want. You will open that MIS file, and this will be the main skeleton of your airshow. Please don't move, remove, or change any of the stuff we've got in here. There's a good reason for that. We want all of you to submit all of your airshow videos with exactly the same environment, the same clouds, the same sun level, the same sun position.
So we wanted to give all ready for you, so you have to just focus on your performance. And maybe, Cap, we can make an overview of what are the different areas that we prepare in this map.
So here we have Gudada. This is the main airbase.
So in that area, you will find the typical, very cool park aircraft that you can just walk around and watch. And then there is the crowd that will be there screaming for you and supporting you. And this is the, let's say, optional start and end position. So you can decide if you want to take off and land at Gudada airfield, or you can just start in the air. But we prepared this area for you to make some show with the crowd, so to speak.
And please bear in mind that everything we talk about will be fully covered in the document that we're linking as well. One quick note here, just in case I forget to say, when doing camera shots from the crowd of your air show, please place the camera roughly about here, because the sun is from the east and you'll want your aircraft highlighted in the sun, so you want your camera pointing that way rather than having a camera over here pointing that way. It will make a massive difference, so just bear that in mind, please. So that is the actual airshow part there.
And now that you mentioned the cameras coming from the International Film Festival, this time we want to let you know that we don't focus on how good you record the movie or how good you are with cameras. The performance itself is more important, so don't get stressed if you don't have experience in filmmaking.
And so to quantify that, you could have a really terrible display with a really good filmmaker, and then you could have a really good display with a really terrible filmmaker. The good display will win, not the bad display that's had a good video made of it. So it will be the content rather than the actual quality of the video. Also, we've got some extra items to add in if you want to use them. This is what we call a non-realistic air show. Well, actually, it's up to you. You can make it realistic if you want, but if you want to do weapons employment, feel free to do that. We've got stuff here for you. If you can, please use the ground items that we've got here. You can add extra stuff in, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Ships down here to blow up. We've got moving vehicles here to attack, and we've got static vehicles here to attack if you want to show off your weapons employment. We've also got 2 auxiliary areas.
So as you can start seeing, we really let the map open to your interpretation, so the show can be focused on just aerobatic, and this example is how good are you in slaloming and passing through very narrow oil rigs. So you will fly very low level on the water, and you will show us how good you are, like taking very, very dangerous maneuvers. This circuit is up to you as you want to interpret it. The entry gate or the last one is in front of the runway, so you can go straight ahead into it if you want. There are no rules. You can just spend as much time as you want in every, let's say, attractions that we put in the map.
A similar slalom type thing here using com towers. And it's important to stress, whoops, I just moved it. It's important to stress that you can use which bits you want. If you want to use oil rigs, use some oil rigs. If you want to use slalom, use slalom. If you want to use weapons deployment, do that. If you want to do a realistic air show, do that. It's up to you as long as you're within the rules.
You can use all of them or none of them. With the com tower you were pointing at are specifically thought for warbirds, so very small and slower airplanes because they are quite tight.
Now there are some things that you can add in. Again, this is covered in our document, but for instance, if you wanted to show shooting down a fleet of Russian bombers, then you can go and add in AI bombers for that particular aspect. But you can't add AI in to be part of your display. So you can't fly with 10 bombers as part of your display.
So AIs are allowed only to be enemies that you want to shoot down, but they cannot be performing the aerobatics with you. That will be unfair for the human teams that participate in the show.
Now, a quick look at this document. We won't go through it. Just look at the titles. General information here. Submission rules here. We've got how to submit here. We've got the airshow map. Just expounds on what we were talking about. Awards we'll quickly go over. We are sponsored by ED. They've given us 5 awards to give you guys, which are 5 modules of your choice that are made by ED. You can't have the Steam version, by the way, so you have to switch over to the non-Steam version, which you can do for free. So, the 5 awards will go to, first of all, the best solo performance, the best team performance. Don't know how you're going to split that module between your friends if you're a team, but that is a you problem, I guess. Best smoke performance, so that could be either a solo or a team display utilizing smoke. Best weapon employment, again, solo or team. And best helicopter performance. These will be judged like the IFF with a panel of, I don't want to say celebrities, but people like me and other YouTube creators that we can find, although we'll organise that closer to the time, which will be a couple of months from watching this video.
When it comes to smoke, of course, like an air show wouldn't be a proper air show if you don't see like spectacular smoke displays. So for this category, we really praise the added artistic value or color choice, so whatever you are going to create in the sky. And in terms of weapons, we really want to just seek your ability in destroying targets. So it's up to you, up to your fantasy. Again, reiterate, the use of weapons is not mandatory in the air show for your performance, or you can actually just focus on weapons if you want and don't perform any aerobatics. Up to you. And the last note about the helicopter performance, we know that 2021 is going to be very relevant from the rotary wings helicopters, so we want to make it grow and make it stronger. So we created a specific section for helicopters. You will see in the map there is a search and rescue mission for you. There is a pilot that is waiting for his rescue, and you can actually pick him up. So that's the section dedicated to helicopters, or maybe also to vertical and takeoff aircraft. But
we've got about the deadline, we've got about the prizes, and probably most important of all, because we've deliberately left this open to interpretation, Eric, there's going to be lots of questions. Can you please tell the valued viewers how they can best get their questions answered?
As last time for the International Film Festival, in this case, we will read your question that you leave in the comment section of this video. So the most relevant will be also added to a specific FAQ documents that is also linked in the description. So before asking a new question, check the document. If the answer is not there, post a comment. I will be overviewing the section and answering you as fast as I can.
And just to repeat the main key points again, this is a non-profit DCS community event, and everyone within the rules is allowed to join in. So please don't anyone think that you can't join in for some reason, or you have to be really good or something like that. Everyone is welcome, and that's the whole point of doing this.
Yeah, as always, remember you have quite a bit of time to send us your submission. The best top 10 performances will be shown in a live stream with the cap and some special guests. But after that, there will be a dedicated video containing all your performances. So send us anyway, will be shown in a YouTube channel.
We really look forward to your entries, guys. I will hope to see you later.